I've been investigating all things Kirkland Signature here at Costco, and I've learned all the secrets. Like, who's really making this stuff? It's the name brands. I found out who it is, and I'm naming names. And by the way, the name brands don't admit to it. There's a business reason for that, and I'm cracking the mystery. But let's get right into it with the coffee. Kirkland coffee. Guess who makes most of it? Starbucks makes it, and this is really interesting. The Kirkland coffee is for sale right here. Look what's for sale right next to it. Yeah, the Starbucks coffee. So you're like, why are they trying to compete against themselves? They're not. It's all part of the business model. Starbucks is like, hey, if you want to spend all the money on our big name brand, fantastic. But you also can spend less money and get a deal on Kirkland. And guess what? Starbucks is still making money on this too, because they make it. I have so much to show you. Different aisle now. Kirkland Batteries. Guess who makes them? Duracell. And guess where they sell Duracell? Right here. And they sell Kirkland right below it. I can't eat canned tuna anymore because my mom ruined it as a kid. She used to make canned tuna on Wednesdays with mayo and celery. It was disgusting. Anyway, but I know a lot of you like it, and you're probably wondering who makes the albacore tuna, the Kirkland brand here? It's Bumblebee. You recognize the logo, the more expensive name brand. So they make this cheap, different price points, and Bumblebee more expensive, but they're making it. Pet food, another one that's really, really interesting. This is all Kirkland, by the way. Kirkland, Kirkland, Kirkland. This is a lot of Kirkland. That's Kirkland too, geez. It's all Kirkland. But guess who makes it? Diamond Pet Foods, which is a top brand known for amazing ingredients. They're really well regarded. They make the Kirkland Pet Food. Kirkland Baby Formula, guess who makes it? A company that is huge, one of the biggest in the world to make baby formula, but you've never heard of them. It's called Perrigo. They actually make the infant formula for all the big US retailers, it seems. They make it for Costco, they make it for Target, they make it for Sam's Club, they make it for Walmart. They're a ghost manufacturer in that they white label it. They make it, then it's sold under the store brands. That's why you've never heard of it. But guess what? The ingredients in it, it's all FDA approved, of course. That's why they're selling it. It's the same stuff that's in Similac. It's the same stuff that's in Infamil. So you're all good with the Kirkland baby formula being made by a huge world conglomerate. Something else I want to show you right over here, Kirkland Diapers. Guess who made Kirkland Diapers? Take a few steps back. Huggies, yeah, the parent company of Huggies, Kimberly-Clark. But just now, in 2025, Kirkland just made a change in manufacturers. They're no longer using Huggies to make the Kirkland diapers. Now it's a company called First Quality. They make something called Cuties Diapers, another name brand, and people are not happy about it. Online, parents are going crazy saying the quality's gone down. In all of my research, I only found a few name brands that actually admit out loud, out in public, yes, we're the name brand and we make the cheaper Kirkland version. And I'll show you what those brands are in just a second. But it got me wondering, why don't more premium brands do that? And there's a reason for it. It's all part of the business model and it's marketing. Think about it. If you buy a $60 skin cream from a premium brand, and if you found out that same name brand in the same factory makes the $20 Kirkland version, the cheap version, why would you keep buying the $60 version? You would just buy the $20 version. All of a sudden it dilutes the premium brand, so they don't want you to know about it. They want to make money on both sides, but they still want you to buy the expensive cream or whatever it is. So here are the few rebels. Here are the ones that are breaking the rules. One of them right here, Ocean Spray. Yeah, Ocean Spray makes the juice for Kirkland. In fact, they don't only put it on the box, look, they put it right here on the packaging. Here's another example, the coffee K-Cup pods. It's Kirkland Signature, but guess who makes it? The brand name Keurig, and this is the breakfast blend right over here, but they have a big partnership across a whole line. Pacific Bold, the Kirkland brand, made by Keurig, and same thing over here for Summit Roast, Kirkland and Keurig. They're bragging about their partnership together. The other product they're open about it is aluminum foil, and here it is. Kirkland brand, but it's from Reynolds Wrap, right? Both right there. Now this is also interesting here. They also sell Reynolds Wrap. They sell the regular Reynolds Wrap here that isn't Kirkland. So I was wondering, why in the world would they openly compete with themselves? They don't. This is the Reynolds Wrap you would probably just buy for my family, that I would buy for my family. You'd buy it for yours. It's the regular rolls. The ones where they team up, these are for food service companies, right? And it's really heavy. You wouldn't buy this much aluminum foil. They also have, see, Reynolds and Kirkland, the pre-cut single sheets. So they're making money hand over fist together, breaking the rules. She was just listening to us.
I was listening to you guys.
And you had no idea about any of that?
No,
So
it's very informative.
The name brands are making this stuff.
I never knew that.
A few people stopped me in the aisles when they heard me talking about Kirkland, and they said, is Kirkland even good? Is it as good as the name brands? It is. And there's a crazy story about mayonnaise that really tells the story here. So a few years ago, Costco wanted to make its own mayonnaise, its own Kirkland mayonnaise. And Costco says it'll only launch a Kirkland brand if it can be of the equal quality or even better quality than the name brand. So they got their product scientists together, they got them into the lab, and they said, we want to take mayonnaise from the name brands like Hellmann's, and we want to make it better. So we want to add omega-3 fatty acids to it. Well, the scientists added it in, and it kept separating, it kept breaking. The Mayo kept breaking. So they never rolled it out. They killed the product line and said, if we can't make it better, we're not going to do it. So they only sell the name brands like Hellmann's here. The Kirkland Mayo never happened. So that tells the story. A great example of this is the Kirkland brand extra virgin olive oil. This is what I use at my house, by the way, if that tells you anything. So the reason everyone loves this so much is because with olive oils, you know, they can be fake sometimes. Even some stuff sold here in the US on major grocery shelves is not real olive oil. This is real olive oil, and you can see it's got a fully traceable origin. That's huge. The organic extra virgin olive oil is made from select olives grown organically throughout the Mediterranean region, produced according to the strictest standards for authenticity. That's huge. In fact, Costco, did you know this? The biggest buyer of olive oil in the United States, and it's quality stuff. Sticking with the Italian theme, my favorite type of food, this is the Kirkland brand Parmigiano Reggiano. This comes from Italy. This is Italian cheese, and you know it because it's a product of Italy, and it comes from Formaggi Zanetti. That is the biggest exporter of Italian Parmigiano Reggiano. So it is exported here from Italy, and it's controlled by them. There's actually this right at the top here. It says, certified by a control body, authorized by the competent ministry, Italy. This is the real stuff, the Kirkland brand cheese. Oh, and I want to tell you about the Kirkland Milk. The Kirkland Milk goes through more microbial testing than the USDA even requires, so it's the real deal. This is good stuff. As you walk through Costco, you get a sense of how big Kirkland is, but you don't even know the half of it. In my investigation, I found out just how big it, and by the way, look, I mean, Kirkland is everywhere. You can't avoid it. $86 billion in revenue. Let's get out of the main aisle here. $86 billion in revenue. Let's go this way. $86 billion in revenue last year alone. That makes Kirkland, not Costco. Costco's even bigger. Kirkland only, bigger than Lowe's, selling more than Procter & Gamble, bigger than Nike, bigger than Netflix. I mean, Costco makes $254 billion. Kirkland makes up a third of that revenue. And they have over 300 products, And actually Costco has come out, including, we're gonna talk about clothing and the lawsuit from Lululemon and what this means for the future of Kirkland and how you shop at Costco. But Costco's come out with their most popular Kirkland items. Number one, it's pretty interesting. Number one is bath tissue. Number two is dish detergent. And the third most popular Kirkland product is facial tissue. So there you go, some fun facts for you. All right, let's talk about this lawsuit because Kirkland also makes clothing, right? Lululemon sued them in 2025, just very recently, and said, look, you're selling leggings, you're selling hoodies, you're selling clothing that looks so much like our Lululemon product line, which is obviously much more expensive. It's confusing the customer, and people are buying this stuff thinking it's Lululemon, and it's taking away from our sale. So they sued Costco. Costco hasn't commented on this yet, but legal scholars, and I have a lot of friends who are lawyers, who are like, we're watching this really closely because if Lululemon were to win this, it could have major implications on Kirkland as a whole, dupes, knockoffs, how we shop at even Sam's Club and BJ's and all these other, and Costco, of course. So we're keeping a very close eye on that. Does it go away? Do they have to stop making this stuff? We're watching it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I mean, there is so much to talk about with Kirkland. Drop a comment if you have anything you want to say about Kirkland as well. We can even make more videos. Also, check out this other video I did in Costco. Inside Costco, I got all the employee secrets, decoding the price tags, when stuff goes on sale, when it doesn't. Check out that video too. Thanks for watching.